This video is about the magic of a fresh start in life. There are 4 powerful benefits for coming to the decision that you want to have a brand new, fresh start in your life, regardless of what you've had so far. To find out what those benefits are, please stay tuned to this video. Welcome to the SCG Show, the home of education, entertainment, and please do me a favor, if you really enjoyed this video, smash that like button, I would really appreciate it. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard consistently, your life will eventually become easier. Now, are you familiar with these terms, an elf life, ELF, or a half life, with regards to terminology? You can choose to have an elf life, E for easy, L for lucrative, F for fun, or the alternative, a half life, H for hard, A for annoying, L for lame, F for frustrating. Every single person on planet Earth should always naturally strive instead for the elf life. Easy, building up abundance, thinking in abundance, which will equal more freedom and success for yourself. Lucrative, by building value, sharing that value, and receiving compensation for it, which will include more wealth, more opportunities, more fun, more great people, more better relationships. And then fun, congratulations, you can now enjoy the fruits of your labor, like the farmer that plants those seeds when everybody else is not doing so he can benefit in the future. If you're watching this right now, I can assure you, regardless of your gender, your beliefs, your past, your mistakes, your age, anybody and everybody deserves the opportunity of a brand new start. You deserve a fresh start in your life. Yes, even criminals who walk after serving sentences in prison back into society have a chance at repentance. I want you to pat yourself on the back for deciding that hopefully now you want to improve your life. Now you want to have a fresh start after things might have got stale, miserable, or very difficult. Perhaps you've walked away from a really awful job that's crippled you emotionally and physically over the years. Or maybe you've walked away from toxic people or a toxic relationship and you're really excited about what lies ahead, and the grass is greener. The very first step in a fresh start is realizing that it needed to happen. So well done. There really is magic and wonder in starting afresh in life. Please trust me on this. There are 4 benefits to a fresh start in your life. Number 1, a brand new story. Your future hasn't been written yet. No one has. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one. One thing I despise about negative people and narcissists is they're really quick to write something or even a person off. They will say things like, oh, it can't be done, you can never do it, you're too stupid, you're too old, you don't have the contacts, it's never going to happen. Sadly, if we're not careful, we can actually adopt these negative thoughts as the truth and will go about our lives believing something that is wrong. Therefore, people never truly pursue their dreams, or if they do, they might even just give up at the first hurdle or sign of difficulty as well. For years, I always wanted to have a successful blog and I always wanted to have a YouTube channel. I had failed more times than you could possibly even imagine. And in late 2019, I finally decided I was going to do everything possible to make it happen in 2020. I registered the domain scgshow.com and the same YouTube channel name and got working on it as soon as possible. In the first 11 months, from 0 subs, 0 visitors to the blog, 0 views, nothing was happening. I took the channel to over 4,000 subscribers, over 100,000 views, and thousands of visitors to the blog. From 0. And my inspiration behind it was from a sad and desperate stage in my life. I'd got out of a narcissistic relationship. I was very lost. I was broken. I had a lot of other stresses going on in my life, but I was determined to do something about it. I was determined to have and create a fresh start for my life. And watching this channel grow to where it is currently and where it could potentially grow gets me excited. I'm now living a new life and I have a brand new story. I'm telling and writing content to people all over the world. I'm hopefully inspiring others to live their best lives and giving back and doing something I've always wanted to do. I'm not writing or saying this to brag, but instead to inspire you to do the same. A fresh start could be a brand new idea, a new business, a new career, a new relationship, a new place to live. Whatever it is, or whatever you decide it to be, It is a brand new story. Number 2, new enthusiasm. The magic of a fresh start in life is that you gain a new enthusiasm for it as well. When I was a gambler for over 14 years, I suffered in silence. I never told anybody what I was going through. I used to gamble on and off for years. It was dreadful. I tried so hard to quit, but for some reason I always used to gamble again. Every method I tried, I failed, and again, when I lost or gambled, nobody knew about it. Not my ex-partners, my family, friends, no one. But one fateful day, after I had my worst gambling experience ever, I decided once and for all to knock it on the head. Fortunately now I've been clean and sober ever since, and I have absolutely no desire to gamble. But I gambled for most of my adult life. So becoming free of the torture of my addiction was essentially a new life. Yes, becoming a non-gambler was the magical fresh start in life I needed. I cannot begin to tell you how incredible the world looked to me the moment I quit. To wake up and have the desire to never put on a bet or go to a casino. Or better still, to not worry about losing money anymore or chasing losses. It felt like being reborn. I suddenly appreciated the value of money in the smallest of things, like going out for a meal, or going to the movies, or buying some popcorn, or having enough money to pay for the petrol in my car. I appreciated it. I was grateful for it. I became a totally different person. For suffering for so long and finally putting a stop to it, my life improved for the better. The enthusiasm for life changed. I was more enthusiastic for work and my passions, and they skyrocketed. My enthusiasm to take more calculated risks, to live life on my terms. The power and courage even to walk away from toxic and negative people who were destroying my life. A fresh start will fill your heart with joy and give you the boost you need to go and attack life head on and achieve your goals. Number 3, to take more risks. I touched on this before about another magical thing about a fresh start in life, and it's the confidence to be able to take more risks. Now, I'm not advocating gambling at all. I'm talking about the risks of improving your life, your career. A guy I know was a successful accountant, and he worked his way up from being a trainee to a partner in the firm for over 10 years. But as a young man, he decided he wanted a fresh start, to go alone in his own business instead. He told the firm he was leaving, and he was immediately met with dissatisfaction from them. They said, "We brought you up from nothing. You've been here for years. If you go, expect us to take you to court. We're going to sue you, etc." For 2 long, difficult years, this accountant who wanted to work for himself went through absolute torture. Fortunately, his old firm had no leg to stand on, and they were just bitter. And at the point of me recording this now, long after going alone, he's more successful than ever before. In fact, he's trebled his income and his net worth since he went solo. A risk he wanted to take, and a risk that's paid off. If you don't want a fresh start in life, why would you take a risk? You would just stay exactly where you are your entire life. Again, if you carry on doing what is easy, your life will be hard. You wouldn't go for that job promotion. You wouldn't ask that person out. You wouldn't ask that person to marry you. You wouldn't emigrate to another country. You wouldn't do the training to get into shape. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't do that. If you keep cutting corners and not doing the necessary work, planting the seeds and living for today and chasing the fast life, eventually the chickens will come home to roost. And unfortunately, in some cases, you might pay the price. However, if you do what is hard, you take that leap of faith, you take the risks, face the challenges head on, your life will become much easier. You'll be rewarded for your efforts. Take the risks and look at the fresh start in life that you will create as a result of it. And finally, number 4, the magic of a fresh start encourages more rewards. Without risk, there's no rewards. Life is not going to just happen to you without anything. You've got to take that risk. You've got to ask that person out. You've got to start that business. You've got to take that leap of faith. And the great thing about a fresh start in life is you can forget about all of the mistakes you've made. Use that as your inspiration. Look at Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times. But he never said he failed 10,000 times in discovering the light bulb. He basically said, I have found 10,000 ways that don't work. That is the same mentality you need to take towards your fresh start. You've got your enthusiasm behind you. You've got a brand new story to write, a brand new future that's not been written yet. You can take the necessary calculated risks that you need to because you know what it's like when you don't take those risks. But maybe if you have taken risks and they've not paid off, just try one more time. What have you got to lose? Life is just too short. It's too short staying exactly where you are, being stale, stagnant, doing the same thing, and insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and getting no results and getting nowhere. You know what that's like. You know what that entails. You're so familiar with it. I guarantee you, a fresh start in life, in a relationship, logistically, professionally, even just psychologically, will be more beneficial than what you've done up to now. I wish you nothing but success and happiness and health in your life, and thank you so much for watching this video.